Hi, my name is Matt Genovese. I'm the founder and CEO of Planorama. I'd like to take a moment to introduce the role that we're looking for a senior quality assurance test engineer contractor. The first thing I'd like to say is that it is a contractor role, so it is not an employee. You'd be a contractor. You are paid in U.S. dollars, which would be wired directly to you, but you would be a contractor. Um, English fluency, that is a must. We are working with US clients, and myself, while I'm learning Portuguese, I am nowhere near fluent. So we do need to have you speaking and reading and writing in English. However, I will mention that you should not underestimate your abilities. I've met many people who think their English is not very good, and it, in fact, is quite good, and certainly better than my Portuguese. So please do not underestimate your own abilities. We do need you to read and write and speak in English, but do not, uh, you know, sell yourself short on your English abilities. A bit about Planorama. We started Planorama as a design firm for designing software. And so, I mean, UX and UI design for software applications, mobile applications, web applications, and so on, even going into IoT. We are not building websites or web pages or landing pages or things like that. We are solely focused on software applications. Our primary value prop to our customers is that we are delivering our UX and UI with everything that a development team needs and a QA team needs in order to execute. And so we are very focused on giving them not only our designs, but also writing user stories and documentation that are going to enable the development and QA teams on their end in order for them to execute and execute efficiently. So we have a well-tested methodology for doing this. We're very structured, and we certainly again hang our hat, so to say, on delivering so that the entire team at the client site can execute quickly and get to market very quickly. So one of the areas that again is important to us is the documentation that we create, and we write user stories, very detailed user stories with our deliverables of the designs, the UI and the UX, so that the development team again has the requirements, the specifications in hand. The other thing that we can write, and this is why we're interested in having adding QA test engineers to our employee base, is that we want to uh, write also the test cases that will address each of the acceptance criteria and all the features that we are designing for the software application. So the test engineer would be that we end up hiring is going to be one that has experience writing test cases for software applications, and writing tests meaning devising what those tests need to be, whether thinking through from a unit test case, from functional test cases, testing white box, black box, having experience in those areas is going to be very important because we're going to lean on your expertise and your capability to write test cases. And I mean write them in human readable, and not necessarily in code, but in just documentation of the test cases that need to be created in order to ensure a feature that we create is fully tested and validated. So we're going to need your involvement in our meetings that we have while we are creating the designs, and to have your input and your review of what we are creating, and then reading through and understanding the features and devising positive and negative test cases and documenting those through the process of our design sprints, so that the end result is the documentation for the client and their team about what test cases need to be written. So we certainly want someone that has had experience doing this. Um, Please take a moment and read through the the entirety of this. We wrote this certainly so that you would be able to understand what's involved. We wrote through all the requirements and the skills as well. We wrote them intentionally, so we want you to make sure that you feel confident that that this is something that is a match with your skills. If you are interested and you feel like you're a good fit, then great. Please fill out the form here and shoot us an application, and we'll go from there. So thanks very much for your time, and take care. Goodbye.